Hello and welcome to the Ridiculously Good VA Show with Tracy Daviero. If you are a virtual assistant or want to be one, this is the place to learn the tips and tricks you need to become a ridiculously good VA. I've been a part of the VA industry since 1998, and I'm excited to get to know you and help you build an amazing business. Let's go. Hello and welcome to another episode of the podcast that teaches you how to be a ridiculously good virtual assistant. I'm Tracy Daviero, the confidence coach for virtual assistants, and I'm so happy that you're here with me today. If you've already started your VA business, but you're ready for better clients, higher rates, and more consistency, you are in the right place. Today, I want to talk about a simple routine that you can implement in your VA business that will honestly change everything. Today's quote is from Jim Rohn. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. I love Jim Rohn's advice in general, and this quote is really no exception. Success is about taking the fundamentals, those basics, and consistently using them well to simply walk toward the path of success. Well, let's go. Today we're talking about something that might sound a little bit fancy, maybe even a little bit corporate, but honestly, it's one of the simplest things you can do to feel more organized, more confident, and more in control of your VA business. I'm talking about creating a weekly routine, a very simple weekly CEO routine. Now, before you tune out because you think this means color-coded spreadsheets and complicated planning systems or waking up at 5 a.m. to journal and meditate for 2 hours, that is not what we're talking about here. If that's what you think I'm going to teach you today, do you really know me at all? I don't know. No way, girl, I got you. This episode is about creating a realistic weekly rhythm for your business so you stop feeling like you're constantly behind, constantly reacting, constantly wondering what you should be focusing on next. Because a lot of VAs are technically business owners, but they're operating like overwhelmed employees inside of their own business. I've totally been there. I still go there sometimes. We all do if we don't keep things in check. It's completely okay if this feels like you right now. That's why we're talking about it. And the shift into what I call CEO thinking usually isn't about doing more, if that's what you think. It's often about doing less. It's about creating simple habits that help you lead your business instead of chasing it around all week. So I want to walk you through a very simple weekly CEO routine that almost any VA can start using immediately, even if you only have a few hours a week to work on your business. One thing I see all the time is VAs spending 100% of their time inside client work. They're answering messages, doing revisions, trying to keep up with deadlines, posting content, sending invoices out late, forgetting to follow up with leads, avoiding marketing, and feeling scattered. And that makes sense to them because they think that's the stuff they get paid for, the client work, right? So it has to take priority. Fair enough. Not entirely wrong. But then months go by and they wonder why they don't still have consistent clients. They can't raise their rates, or they can't even grow their business 1%. The problem is absolutely not laziness. Not usually anyway. And it's not usually a lack of ability. It's a lack of structure, lack of routine, to be quite clear. When you don't have a routine for checking in with your business regularly, everything starts to feel urgent. You think about it, and by the time you need to do it, it becomes urgent. You become reactive instead of intentional. And honestly, this is one of the biggest confidence killers for VAs, because when your business feels chaotic, you might even start doubting yourself. You definitely start feeling behind. You feel disorganized. You feel like everyone has it together except for you, right? Yeah, been there. It feels that way, but I promise you it's not. Most successful business owners are not magically more motivated than you are. They just have systems and routines that help them stay connected to the bigger picture. So let's simplify what the CEO routine actually is. It's not about pretending you're running a massive corporation. It just means that you regularly step into the role of decision maker instead of only being the worker. Does that make sense? I hope so. Because really, that's it. You stop operating as the only person checking tasks off the list, and you start acting like the person guiding the direction of the business. It doesn't even matter if your business is tiny, if you're brand new, if you only have one client. It's essential to start from the beginning to create those CEO habits that the six-figure business owners all use. Because those habits are often the reason that the business owner even gets to that six figures to begin with. I want to give you a very simple framework today. It's not meant to take hours. Honestly, this could be 30 to 60 minutes per week total. The goal is consistency. So, step 1, have a weekly CEO check-in. Once a week, sit down and review your business. Could be on a Friday afternoon, a Sunday evening, a Monday morning, whatever works for your life. But pick a consistent time, put it in your calendar, and hold yourself to it. And during this check-in, ask yourself a few simple questions. What worked this week? What felt stressful? What actually moved the business forward? What needs attention next week? Where did I waste time or energy? And what am I avoiding? This is where you stop running on autopilot, because when you never pause to evaluate what's actually happening, you can repeat the same patterns over and over again. Before I put my CEO routine in place, I used to pile things up thinking that I'd find some time to get to them. Reporting, follow-up, filing, or time management improvements, you name it, I've piled that onto the pile. And instead, it makes so much more sense to actually go through this simple process to analyze the week that's just ending so that you can make solid decisions and, use your memory to handle the things that need handling in the coming week or the following week. It's the way you're going to start to move forward. Step 2 is to plan your top priorities. One of the biggest mistakes VAs make is putting 37 things on their to-do list and then feeling like they're a failure when they don't finish them all. Your business probably doesn't need more random tasks, it needs more focused priorities. Every week you need to identify one marketing priority, one client priority, one admin priority, and really that's it. Better to start with something, one thing, and add on if you can, but never try to achieve all those 37 things. For example, a marketing priority, reach out to 5 potential clients. A client priority, finish an onboarding process improvements. An admin priority, send invoices and organize your contracts, or file, whatever. Simple. The point is you stop treating everything like it matters equally, because it really doesn't. We even have to tell our clients that, don't we? When you start choosing priorities intentionally, you feel a lot more in control. Step 3, schedule CEO time before the week gets busy. This is a really important one. Like I said, many VAs think they'll work on marketing, visibility, or growth when they have time, right? But the clients take precedence all the time. They bump their own admin or marketing time to do client work. But the magical extra time often never comes along. And so we don't do what we need to do. So instead, make your business the priority and schedule your CEO activities first. You don't have to schedule hours of time, right? Everybody has 30 minutes a week, everybody. And if you spend 30 minutes doing something, it's more than you did last week. Really, really important to kind of shift your thinking on that. So things like marketing, networking, following up with leads, content creation, improving systems, planning new services, financial review, these are the things that are going to grow your business. But they're also the things that VAs avoid like the plague because no client is waiting for them. Client work feels urgent. CEO work feels optional or like a bonus. If we can do it, we will, right? Until 6 months pass and your pipeline's empty. Even 1 or 2 dedicated CEO blocks per week can make a huge difference. You need to trust me on this one, guys. It's so easy to fit things in every single week, every single day, and it makes all the difference. Step 4 is review your numbers. I know some people hate this part, but avoiding your numbers creates more stress, not less. You don't need complicated spreadsheets, you just need simple awareness. Every week check how much money came in, what's outstanding, potential leads, discovery calls booked, expenses, upcoming payments. This helps you make decisions from facts instead of from panic. Running a business means receiving money and paying money out, and you have to be able to manage it well in order to be successful. If you're avoiding it, then your business will not stay in business. And there's nothing more fun than seeing that revenue is more than expenses, and that takes your time and attention. So let's get you there. Step 5 is decide what you're saying no to. This is one of the most CEO level habits that you can build. I tell you all the time, decisions are easy. If you're stuck on something, then you need to make a decision to change it. Every week ask yourself, what do I need to stop doing? Maybe you're over customizing proposals. Maybe you're saying yes to underpaid tasks. Maybe you're spending hours tweaking Canva graphics. That's me, truly. Or maybe you're constantly checking email all day long. I heard you sigh on that last one, right? You cannot look at emails all day and expect something to magically change. Guys, I'll fight with you about email all day long. So come at me. If you say you have to be in there all day, honestly, drop me a message because we need to chat about it. You have to find the best ways to maximize your time and do productive outreach and networking and streamline what you're doing that is not serving you. Growth often comes from subtraction before addition. So take something away or manage it better before you add on something new. And step 6 is end the week properly. Most VAs finish the week feeling mentally messy. Tabs open, tasks unfinished, brain definitely overloaded. We might think, I'll catch up on this or that this weekend. Are you nodding in agreement with me right now? So we leave things unfinished, right? But you know what's better? Try creating a simple shutdown routine before ending your week. Wrap up the loose ends. Write out next week's priorities. Clear your workspace, review your calendar, close your laptop or your office door intentionally. It helps your brain stop carrying your business around 24/7, and it can make a huge difference in reducing your overwhelm. I actually really recommend the end of week shutdown routine. This routine is not about becoming more productive just for the sake of productivity. It's about building trust with yourself. When you regularly check in with your business, when you make decisions intentionally, when you stop avoiding things, when you create structure, you feel more capable. And confidence is often built through consistency, not motivation. The VAs who seem calm and organized, they're not necessarily better at business. Naturally, many of them simply have routines that support them. And that can be you, I promise. Now, if this all sounds overwhelming, start small. Start tiny. Your first CEO routine could literally be 15 minutes every Friday. Review your calendar, check your numbers, choose next week's priority. Start with something small and then add to it as you get more comfortable. And you don't even need a fancy planner. You don't need complicated software. You don't need to copy someone else's business routine from Instagram. You just need something that will work for you so that you're actually going to do it and so that you're actually going to stick with it. No need for a complicated system that you're going to abandon 2 weeks in. Simple is best, and whatever works for you is best for you. If your business has been feeling reactive or scattered or overwhelming lately, I want you to remember this. You probably don't need to work harder. You just need a better rhythm. When things feel hard or overwhelming, it's often that we're out of that rhythm, that routine. Creating a simple weekly CEO routine is one of the easiest ways I can advise you to start feeling more confident and more intentional and more in control of your business. So this week, I want you to choose one small CEO habit and put it into your calendar. Not someday, not when things calm down. This week, today, right now. Your business will grow when you lead it consistently. If you need help, you know where to find me. yourvamentor.com/links. I'm here to help, and it's the only reason I'm here at all, to help you become a ridiculously good virtual assistant. I would love to help you get a good routine in place that works, and we can do that with a quick win private coaching call. I'm going to leave it off here for this week, but let's circle back to today's quote. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. Am I right? Is Jim Rohn right? This is fundamental stuff, guys. It's super simple. It's the basics. And you can do it. And if you do it, I promise you, you're going to see results very quickly. You'll see what's working well, what you need to fix, and you'll be on the way to that success that you dream of with every single step. That's all I've got for you this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.